things really are. In fact, we hold an extreme view. We ascribe to phenomena a mode of existence that they cannot possibly have. We don't deny so much that which does exist. Our problem is more, we add a quality to things that they do not have. We add more. We add a mode of existence, that is, we ascribe phenomena a way of being that is impossible. And so there's this adding, this exaggeration takes place in terms of our attitude, in terms of our way, how we view the world. And as a result of that, we develop exaggerated emotions. That also exaggerates attachment. What does it do? It exaggerates the good quality of an object and exaggerates our ability to live without it. As in, like, the feeling we cannot live without it. We exaggerate that. So we see just the positive in an object, we exaggerate that and feel, I can't live without that. Although you did perfectly before, and people do once we're separated from the object, but in that moment it feels like, I can't be happy without that. So exaggerate. Anger does the opposite. So we exaggerate the negative quality of the object and feel like, oh, I can't be without that object. Ooh, I just want to be away from this. I want to get away. I want to be separated from whatever is the object of my anger. And all the other afflictive emotions, envy does both. Resenting them, having attachment towards something I want, and resenting someone else for having it. So it's like 2 in 1. Aversion and attachment. Arrogance, exaggerating my own importance, my own qualities. So there's always an exaggeration. And that leads to exaggerated actions. Okay? So instead of being rational in my interaction with another person, considering the other person's needs, my own, everyone else's needs, out of my anger, I act in an exaggerated way. Okay? Again, I'm too forceful, I'm too mean, I'm too inconsiderate. Of course, sometimes it's necessary to stop another person when they engage in a way that harms themselves and others, but when there's anger, my response becomes automatically exaggerated. I'm more forceful than is appropriate. And likewise, when I love other people, my love for my family, etc., the more attachment involved, the more I hold on to the other person. I try to control I want to control the situation, I want to control them, I want to control their life, I want to control everything. Again, I'm exaggerating. Nothing wrong with love, there's nothing wrong with, of course, we know that, wanting another person to be happy, etc., etc. But in this case, I want them to be happy, but moreover, I want myself to be happy. I want them to be part of it. Right? So it's all an action of the mind. It's all mental, which then leads to an action of speech and body, which comes out of that exaggeration, of that exaggerated emotion. So what we describe delusions or afflictive emotions are really just exaggerated versions of emotions that are actually healthy. Arrogance. Healthy is self-confidence. I can do anything. I just need to work hard enough. That's self-confidence, right? A healthy version. Arrogance is an exaggerated version of that. Attachment is an exaggerated version of love. Jealousy is an exaggerated version of, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. Right? So like a healthy sense of competitiveness. Being happy for their success, for the other person's success, but also wanting to have the same success and working hard towards it, right? And anger is just, well, recognizing the mistakes someone makes, recognizing it as such, right? And seeing, okay, there was something that was not okay, and possibly even acting accordingly, disciplining that person, but I don't care for that person and not allowing that to turn into hatred, etc. So hatred, aversion, attachment, all of those are exaggerated states, and they lead to exaggerated results, which is suffering. We're not supposed to suffer. We're not supposed to. That's why we don't want it. What's natural is to be calm and satisfied and happy. That's natural. That's what we all want, and we all factors leading to exaggerated experiences, of course, having their origin in our exaggerated view of reality. That's why this is so important. Because what Nagarjuna is telling us in this text and many other texts, he's telling us, well, this is exaggerated. I'll show you why. Because if things really existed the way you believe deep within, you believe them to exist, if they really existed in that way, it would be so absurd. So it points out all these absurdities. If things existed that way, that absurdity would occur. That absurdity. So each chapter deals with different aspects of the absurdities. Okay? And that's what we're going to do here. Go through them. And it's hard to understand. Actually, it's not hard to understand in itself. It's only hard to understand because of our mind that keeps suggesting the opposite of what Nagarjuna is saying. Right? So it's almost like, to give you a bizarre example, if everything was orange, but you perceived it as blue, then you're trying to understand that actually it has to be orange, but your mind keeps having that appearance of blue, 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 blue. So it keeps appearing as blue, but actually you're trying to understand that blue is impossible, it should be orange. I mean, this is just an example. It's neither blue nor orange. Just as an example, to simplify that. Therefore, we're up against something so difficult just because our mind, in every second, suggests that things exist independently. And we're not even aware of that. Okay? So this is why you're up to your own mind. You're basically going to face your own mind, which makes it difficult. But anyway, so it's difficult for anyone. And it's just a slow process. And you're not done with this course. Well, maybe some of you may be done with this course. But usually it's like, that's why we study it for so many years. In the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, there's a lot of emphasis on study. But of course, as you probably all know by now, that this kind of study that is done in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, in particular in the Giluk tradition, it's not the kind of study that we know. Ideally, I'm not saying everyone can do it in that way, ideally, you learn something, you learn certain facts, you learn certain ideas, and then you integrate them. You try to bring them into your own life. And our teachers, they used to encourage us. They used to say, well, how is this helpful to you? Think what you've learned today. How can you bring that into your own life? And initially that's difficult, because it seems like my life is over there, and what the Buddha says is on another side, especially when it comes to emptiness. But at some point, you'll find you start looking at these ideas you've learned, and you bring them into your life, and you start explaining, oh, why do I have a problem with this person? What is it? What is it that the Buddha says about my interaction with that person? My emotions with regard to that person? Are they exaggerated or not? And even more so, going back towards the main cause, am I perceiving the situation in a way that accords with reality? Or is my mind exaggerating, solidifying things, making them more solid, more objective, more intrinsic than they actually are? Okay? So it's a slow process, and it takes years. And when you, for instance, go to teachings, when you come to India, if you listen to teachings, you attend teachings by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, or you go online and attend teachings online, you'll find that His Holiness often teaches the same topic again and again and again. And then you look around, the people who attend it, and many of them are monks and nuns who've been, or lay people who've been practitioners for many, many years. And they still listen to the same teaching. But they listen in a certain way in which every time they go, because they internalize, they don't just listen to the information, but they also internalize what they hear every time they hear something different. So it goes deeper every time. So that's the mode of listening I would like you to adopt here. In any situation, of course, if you have the opportunity to receive teachings from a qualified person like a lama, then of course you need to do it. But even just as like a friend, as a Dharma friend, like us here in having the relationship of being Dharma friends, even in that kind of relationship, to listen with a kind of mind where you don't just soak in the information, but also have this voice in the back of your mind: how is this relevant to me? How can I bring this into my own life and transform my way of thinking, etc. Okay? So in that way you are studying, but it's not the university kind of / school kind of study, just amassing knowledge. Alright. Now going back to the verse of homage. So the main topic here is emptiness, but emptiness can never be explained without dependent arising. And so what Nagarjuna pays homage here to is emptiness, but more directly he pays homage to interdependence or dependent arising, giving 8 characteristics of dependent arising. And these 8 characteristics are the reason for those who oppose the idea of dependent arising, the Buddhist idea that goes all the way. That goes into a kind of dependent arising that other philosophers do not agree with. So, the reason for other philosophers to say, and here I'm talking about the highest philosopher, the Prasangika. You Prasangika philosophers. The Prasangika is the highest philosophical school in the Buddhist tradition, in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. So, the Prasangika, what you were saying is dependent arising. I don't agree with you. On the basis of phenomena ceasing and being generated. In other words, ceasing is just another word for going out of existence. Generated means coming into existence, independence on causes and conditions. So, the non-Buddhists, or those who don't, not just non-Buddhists, also some Buddhist philosophers who do not agree with the view of the Prasangika, the subtlest view on how phenomena really exist. So they say, what you're saying about emptiness and dependent arising is not true because things come into existence and they go out of existence. Here, ceasing is mentioned first. We would have it like the other way around. But it emphasizes the fact that, well, first something has to go out of existence for something else to arise. Usually we look at it first arising and then going out of existence, but here it's switched the other way around for that very reason, that actually something else needs to stop for something else to come into existence. And then that which is coming to existence goes out of existence again, and something else, and so forth. This continuation of things. Now, some of the other philosophers would say, how can it be dependently arisen in the sense the deepest level of dependence is? It is labeled by the mind. We call something a table, that's why it's a table. Okay? As a simple example, I think we can all understand that even though you haven't heard that much about phenomena being merely labeled. Okay? So, one of my favorite examples is when you get a new president. Prime Minister? You're at that crossroads. So once Bibi's gone, and maybe it's Benny or someone else. Right? So at that point, you need to label Benny or Boaz or whoever, right? The new Prime Minister, so you're labeling. You're actually calling this person independent on other factors. You're not just choosing, the plumber or someone, choosing someone with the right kind of background. You're choosing that person, and then because of lots of causes and conditions, this person can at some point be called Prime Minister. Okay? So, is there some Prime Ministerness found in that person? You dig, the body or the mind? No, nothing. But before long, what's really interesting is, what your mind does, after a while, it seems like this person's got written prime minister written on his forehead or her forehead. Right? Maybe it's Tsipi, the new prime minister, right? I mean, on her forehead. It seems to be it's written, right, on her forehead. And so for a few years, there's some prime ministerness coming from the side of the person. But that actually, being a prime minister was just ascribed by our own mind, and this cannot be found from the side. But it seems, some royalty there, like some prime ministerness. What is the Yud, right? Prime Minister Yud, right? So the prime ministerness coming from the side of the object. And then, when during the next election, Tsipi is no longer the prime minister, now it's Leora, then you need to remind yourself, Tsipi X, right? Because still the prime ministerness still seems to be coming, still keeps to be saying, hi, I'm the prime minister. But now it's Leora. I need to now remind myself. So you see that after a while, our mind automatically gets the sense that first it's still labeling, prime minister, it's her, it's not her, no, this is just the secretary, no. So, but after a while, it takes on its own existence, right? But that own existence, that's just coming from the mind. But there are philosophers who say, yeah, but it has its own existence. It has taken on its own existence. Because if it wasn't, you couldn't call it a prime minister. You can't. Unless there's something there from the side of the object, well, you could call the flower prime minister. There must be something within that person making that person the prime minister. And of course, the qualities are different. The qualities are not the prime minister. Based on those, I labeled someone a prime minister. But that may not be true for every country. So, to be inherent prime minister material, well, it should be consistent. And if it's inherent in that person, we don't need to vote for them. They're already prime minister. Why is this election? All that trouble, right? Don't need all that. No, but we need to ascribe them that. So the other philosophers, they would say, yes, it's kind of dependent, but it's also in and of itself. That's inconsistent. That's inconsistent. Because either it's dependent, or it's independent inherently that. Kind of both. Okay? Alright. So, therefore they say, well, the prime minister, the other philosophers would say, because a prime minister comes into existence and goes out of existence, there must be something within them. There must be something inherent. They inherently become that, and they inherently go out of existence. Right? It's not just labeling it, becoming one, going out of existence. So they don't just say that the prime minister, they must be intrinsically prime minister, but also becomes one. The act of becoming a prime minister, the act of ceasing to be a prime minister, that also must be there from the side of the object. That's not just labeled. It kind of makes sense, right? You want to agree with them. Okay? And then also, the fact that annihilation, without permanence. So they would argue, because things are permanent and impermanent. Okay? So there's things that are annihilated, that are impermanent, they're changing, moment by moment, they go out of existence and something else comes into existence, so that they're impermanent, they're annihilated from moment to moment, or permanence, they come into, they're not changing moment by moment, they remain the same from one moment to the next. So, this is the next category where we say, well, it must be something from the side of the object that makes it permanent or impermanent. Something natural, some nature within it. Otherwise, it couldn't exist. So it's the argument of the non-Buddhist philosophers. Something comes into existence, something goes out of existence, so there must be something there not dependent on my mind. Or just the fact that it's changing moment by moment, or not changing moment by moment. Something must be there. Okay? And the next attribute, coming and going. It can move, come and go. Again, only something that has some existence from its own side, from objective existence, can come and go. And phenomena are either identical, one with themselves, or different from each other. You know, they're can distinguish them. Either they're one with themselves, or they can, that's also something, it's got nothing to do with me, it's just objectively from the side of the object. So that's one of the main arguments for some of the philosophers, other philosophers, non-Prasangika philosophers, for saying things must exist in and of themselves. And so the Nagarjuna would say that no, they don't inherently cease or inherently come into existence. That's just labeled. And they don't inherently change. There's nothing intrinsic found that can be called impermanence or permanence. Coming and going. Just labeled. Right? Coming and going. It's just moments in time. None of those, when we say movement, it's just like frames in a movie. None of those frames is movement. But once you have all of those frames as like a sequence of events, and labeled on that, or based on that, you label coming. Right? There's no intrinsic coming. No. Going. Same thing. Being different, being one. Again, all of this is merely labeled. Nothing can be found from the side of the object that is telling me it's one or different. Okay? So, therefore, we talk about these 8, the different ways of explaining them. And Holiness, for instance, when he explains these 8, he says, with respect to the nature of things degenerate moment by moment, and are generated moment by moment. So they degenerate moment by moment, and are generated moment by moment, but only conventionally, not in and of themselves. Right? So from a Prasangika point of view, yeah, it's just we call it that, we label it that, therefore, conventionally, they come into existence, they come out of existence, but that doesn't happen from their side, as in like just they're doing their own thing, we just happen to notice it. Okay? Secondly, with respect to time, His Holiness explains here permanence and impermanence, that a previous continuum is annihilated. Okay, so something goes out of existence, because it's changing, it stops existing as this, that, and the other. It's no longer, let's say, a school child. Now this child, this continuum of being a child, has been annihilated because of the constant change, and now it's become a young adult, for instance. Right? So, one continues over, and something new has started. Okay? Again, just based on us calling it that. Mainly based on that. And then with respect to, Holiness says location, that things are located in a certain place, so they come there and they go from there. And with respect to phenomena, something is either one with itself or different from itself. Okay? So that's with respect to the relationship. Now this is all very, very philosophical. It's not like you need to understand this on the deepest level, but at least you get a bit of a sense. Those are 8 characteristics that phenomena have, and those philosophers who do not agree with the highest Buddhist philosophy would say, you see, because of those 8 characteristics, things really exist in and of themselves objectively. They're kind of dependent, but they're kind of also independent. Whereas the Buddhists would say, no, because of these characteristics, they exist interdependently. Right? Everything you say about these attributes, it's always a dependence on other things. And it mainly depends on labeling. Alright. That should be enough. So, therefore, that's the main topic here. It talks about ceasing, generated, annihilation, permanence, coming, going. And those are all the topics that you find in Nagarjuna's text. So all these topics, to one degree or another, they deal with these 8 attributes. Okay? So when you go through the 27th chapter, so we hear like examination of conditions. Okay? First chapter. Conditions, causes and conditions of something. Well, that fits in with the fact that things come into existence, they go out of existence, and depends on causes and conditions. You can't just have something arise without depending on certain causes and conditions. And then, independent on causes and conditions, those things also go out of existence. Okay? And then motion. What is motion? Again, motion, coming and going. Okay? So motion, it deals with one of these attributes. Then the senses, aggregates, elements. Well, senses, we need the senses, we need the elements, the aggregates for any of these attributes to take place. Okay? For instance, if something is moving, a color or a shape is moving, well, a shape is a shape because it's an object of a sense consciousness. Right? Without sense consciousnesses, you couldn't have sense objects. Very important Buddhist idea that something is only a color, and this is modern science, of course, helping us, totally supporting that. Modern physics. Colors, as we perceive them, blue, red, yellow, etc., they're just light waves. In actuality, they're light waves. So what we call colors are only colors because our eye consciousness perceives them as color. Because of many causes and conditions, including light waves, the retina of our eye, physical, basically the sense faculty, if you like. And then based on that, the dependence on all these light waves, etc., we have this unique perception of blue, green, what have you. So how could you have blue and green without a sense consciousness? Modern physics would say no way. Because these colors, as we perceive them, only exist because there is a sense consciousness perceiving them. Okay? So, therefore, again, with regard to the attributes, something moving as a shape and color, well, it can only do so because there's a sense consciousness. Aggregates, there's more than just a sense consciousness. There's a whole person that the sense consciousness belongs to, which has certain aggregates, mind, body, etc. And so forth. So, all the different topics, and of course we won't have time to go through all of them, relate to these characteristics. Now, and then, the last verse. So, these are the topics, and this topic of dependent arising, it is peaceful in the sense that it leads to a peaceful state, a state of liberation, because understanding it removes our wrong view of reality, which in turn liberates us from all the undesirable, exaggerated states of mind and their suffering results. So that's liberation. Free from mental fabrication, which is free from this exaggeration, from this mind that keeps exaggerating. So that is the goal. First is the topic. The goal is to be peaceful, free from fabrication. And to the one who taught that, the complete Buddha, to the unsurpassed one, I bow. I pay my respects. Okay, great. Then, 26. Now, this chapter, I cannot explain it. Because if I explain it, it takes too much time if I explain. Has anyone not heard of the 12 links? Is there anyone who's never heard of the 12 links of dependent arising? Oh, okay. Sorry. Can't really go into them in great detail. So
there's a tongue.
Oh, there's a tongue up there. So you can kind of, and there are two very nice books if you want to learn about them. And if you're interested in Buddhist philosophy, definitely this is a difficult topic because it's presented in a way which may be a little unusual for us. However, it's so important. It's basically a more extensive version of the Four Noble Truths. And they're two very beautiful books on this that explain those 12 links very nicely. One is by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. It's called The Meaning of Life. And the other one is by Geshe, who's passed away recently. But him and his personal translator did a great job publishing this book. It's called How Karma Works by Geshe Sonam Rinchen. Ruth Sonam is his translator, was his translator. And so he gave a teaching on this particular topic. She translated it and they published a book. So it's very beautiful. So those two in combination, if you want to learn about the 12 links, I find those two books very helpful. Do you know any other book on that topic?
I mean, it's included in some books, like Lamrim books.
That's right, in the Nagarjuna, for instance, and in the commentary by Geshe Sopa on that. So they're a part of that,